Agents of Damned is a podcast intended for adults, featuring mature content that includes but is not limited to inappropriate language and themes, verbal depictions of sexual themes and ideas, and potentially triggering depictions of depression, alcoholism, horror, and emotional and verbal abuse. Listener discretion is advised.
We at Agents of Damned would like to give special thanks to third-party creators we are using during this season. Monster stat blocks are coming courtesy of Nerds Gold Extended Bestiary, as well as Kobold Press's Tome of Beasts 1 and 2. Magic items are coming courtesy of Mr. James Gifford, although there are a few here and there that may be courtesy of our patrons, and we'll shout those out as they come along. You can find all these people at their respective social medias, and make sure to continue to give support and thanks to those third-party creators out there. We'd also like to take a moment to give some real special thanks to our friend Eymbr for providing additional music during this episode. You can find her works on her YouTube, spelled Eymbr. Again, that's Eymbr. Some fantastic tracks, and it's a real treat. So, without any further ado, on to the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Agents of Damned, the Contractor's Arc. I'm Drew, your Dungeon Master, but I'm also the Cat Whisperer. The Cat Whisperer. I can whisper to any cat. Whisper, whisper, whisper. I can whisper to any cat on this earth. Oh, such a good kitty. They don't understand me, though. I feel like people, they think that they understand me when I whisper, but I just whisper to the cats.
Hey guys,
Christine also whispers to the cats.
I also can whisper it to cats, but I'm not going to because that is a terrible sound to have to hear in your microphone. And I can whisper to dogs. Great. I'm Christina, and I play Leah.
Hey guys, I'm Chelsea. I play Tara. I can also whisper to cats, but I refuse to whisper on this podcast because I hate that kind of ASMR shit.
Thank you.
What kind of other animals do you whisper to, Chelsea?
Dogs.
What else?
And frogs.
For our listening audience, I gave Drew the dirtiest look.
It could be felt. It could be felt through the audio.
I don't feel safe.
Well, you should.
Can we like switch seats or something? Like, I don't want to be between y'all right now.
I think it'll be fine.
My finger's not towards you.
I'm just going to use it as a meat shield. That's fine.
That's the concern. Anywho, this is now actually wildly appropriate, even though a few seconds ago it wasn't.
Oh, man.
There is no accounting for taste, but there's nothing wrong with liking what you like. Hi, I'm Jordan, sometimes Hoshi. I play Post.
Is it bad that one feels shorter than the other ones?
I mean, some of them do go on for a bit, and others are... Oh, geez, I just looked at the next one. Don't worry, next one's the freaking whole thing.
Great. Excellent.
So
Tune in next time for Jordan's really long Digimon quote.
By the way, where am I going to prison this time?
Aren't these all supposed to be haikus? So shouldn't they all be about the same length if they're supposed to be like all the same amount of syllables?
I think the internet just dubbed them haikus, even though they're 100% not.
Oh, okay. It's like,
I also never bothered.
Why do some feel shorter than others?
I also never bothered to like count the like syllables in Japanese, so I don't know if it technically does still work in Japanese. I doubt it.
Oh, hey, Jordan, how'd you like to go to the beach?
That's not a prison.
I thought we were already at the
Black Beach, Equatorial Guinea. Black Beach Prison is in Equatorial Guinea and has gained notoriety as one of the world's worst prisons due to its harsh and inhumane conditions. Black Beach is notorious for overcrowding, inadequate medical care, and reports of torture and abuse. Oh, man, that's not cool. Too bad it's only happening to Jordan. Inmates face prolonged periods of pretrial detention, and political prisoners are often held without due process. This is actually fucked. We're going to stop talking about this prison because it's actually a downer. but Jordan should go there for what he has done.
Hey, question. How many of these prisons haven't been downers?
I know.
Yeah, I don't
Which
think
of
any
these have
person
been like,
is
you know what,
particularly
this
happy.
is great?
What about Bang Kwang, because they call it the Bang Kwang Hotel,
I
the
think we already-
Bangkok Hilton.
We already talked about that one.
Yeah, but like that one had a whimsical name.
So, anyways, instead of talking about prisons, how about we talk about a recap?
A recap, you say? Why? Why? But it's Christmas Eve. No.
We are well past
Yeah, we're well
Christmas, my
past
dude.
Christmas at this point.
Yeah, well past Christmas when this releases. Anyway, let's do a recap. Last time on Agents of Damned, the Contractors arc, you guys were entered into a watermelon eating contest, which was completely fine and not at all upsetting. Just kidding, it was incredibly upsetting. The watermelons were alive, they had a whole society, they viewed you as horrible Fangorious monsters that hunted them down in their homes and ate them.
I blame jobbers.
Yeah, probably. Well, not even probably. They did state
Yeah,
at the beginning that, like, the CEO or, like, the owner was like, I found out about this new type of bonding called trauma bonding. So that's happening to you guys for your team building exercises.
I think it was Tura Ura bonding, actually.
Tora Uma bonding. Shout out to my Japanese listeners, of which there are probably none.
Land of the Rising Sun, wake up.
Got to meet Team Cozy, led by Snugs, the Axolotl Man, also including PJ, Porter Benjamin Jr., the little myconid guy, and Coco, a little gnomish woman on her frog, who Leah killed very immediately.
I didn't kill her.
She's
I
Well, she's not dead.
knocked her
She's
out.
unconscious. She knocked her unconscious.
Temporarily killed. Calm down.
She knocked her unconscious pretty immediately. It turned out that Coco was also a streamer, and her stream was driving power to herself and her compatriots, which made things a little bit trickier for you guys further throughout the fight. As the chat absolutely loved her frog, which was still alive and still on stream, going through a variety of antics like a leaf falling on its head, to which Tara was absolutely enamored with, to looking at the leaf and like making a funny face because it was looking at the leaf. All things that, honestly, anyone who's on the internet knows would absolutely kill. Just a giant frog with a leaf on its head looking at the leaf. I would watch that for hours. You guys eventually defeat Team Cozy, whittling them all the way down to PJ, who became a hole because he can do that. And while at your standstill, PJ agreed to give up because all of his other teammates had been knocked the fuck out. Not before our good friend Snugs made a lot of passes at Tara, which just kind of like got thrown in there, but we're just gonna leave that in there. I don't know if I'll keep that or if it'll like get edited out, or if we'll like keep it going as a
Add
running
your
joke.
shame, you coward.
I don't know if it'll make it to the final edit, but like PJ made like a couple passes at Tara, and she was like, absolutely not.
Yeah. No,
Alright,
he's just not
we'll see.
interested.
Tara's in love with someone else.
Ooh. Who's Tara in love with?
We'll find out later, maybe.
Ooh. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Anyway, that's where we resume our tale. You guys are just beating Team Cozy. Post is down. Snugs and Coco are down. And you guys exit combat as you have finished the last of the watermelon dudes and the challenge is done. Well, not really finished the last of the watermelon dudes. They've run off and escaped your reign of terror. They will tell stories of what happened here today. They will all paint you all horrible and fangoriously. But that part's over, and now everybody's kind of like, healing themselves up. You see PJ kind of go over to his compatriots to give him a little health potion each, and they both kind of pop up with like very low HP, and they're both like you see Snugs pop up and go, oh, geez, yeah, never like that. And Coco pops up, does not say anything as she still does not speak, checks her stream, notices that it's still going, and that the upvotes are going really good because of the frog with the leaf on its head, and then she just nods approvingly.
I did leave her a little letter before I left that apologized for attacking the frog.
She opens up the letter, she shows us the chat. The cancel Leah, kill Leah movement stops.
Wait, how is that the same movement? That sounds like two vastly different movements.
Nope, same movement.
It might as well be.
Cancel her life.
Cancel her subscription to life.
Another subscription to life.
During the little healing moment, Leo will walk up to Post as he's in that weird delirious state, and before giving him one of the potions from everything,
Holding it tantalizingly above him.
first she pulls up a separate bottle and she goes, Is allspice or vanilla an issue for you?
I don't know, Grandma. You tell me what the mailman
Wonderful. And
wants.
she's going to take a couple of drops from this little tiny bottle and drop them on your tongue first, because allspice is known to cancel out bitter flavors, and I assume potions are generally kind of bitter. And then she just kind of dumps the potion into her mouth.
You just up and in, let it drain.
Just stick it right in your mouth.
And then
Look.
she
So I
does-
don't need to make death saving throws?
Nope, you're good.
and then she'll explain, allspice is known to help with the bitter flavor of potions, and I don't care how nice these potions are, they're probably still kind of bitter. And she kind of rolls her eyes and gets up like, don't think anything of it, and goes to join Tara.
Roll a medicine check.
Medicine. 19.
19? I
Mhm.
mean, with a 19, yeah, potions are pretty fucking bitter, and that allspice, like, really helped. Post, you do notice that, like, the allspice, like, you've had potions plenty of times before. They're even, like, you know, like, when you're as rich as you are, they're like a hangover cure when you're, like, done partying.
Yeah.
So you've had plenty of potions, like, the morning after, so you can kind of, like, do the fantasy equivalent of puke and rally. You're just like, man, I'm too fucked up. Before you could, like, really lay on hands away the poison, you would just be like, I'm just gonna take a potion. And this is, like, the least bitter potion you've ever had because of that allspice.
Actually tastes like cherry for once. Thank you.
Don't think anything of it.
All right, then.
Moving on.
Hey, you guys, y'all got somewhere we could rest up? Where are you guys, like, staying at?
Technically, we're +1s already. I don't know if we can further extend that. We can try.
I mean, we can all just kind of go chill in the same room, probably, or...
I mean, I don't see why not.
I mean, hotels let you have guests. We don't want to impose. I'm sorry.
No, that wasn't what I was trying to imply at all.
No, listen. I'm being rude. I'm doing a lot of assumptions. Hotels do allow guests generally, but I will ask properly. Hey, would you be comfortable with us being your guests at whatever hotel you're staying at? We had enough money for one night stay at our hotel, and now we're kind of just slumming it.
I mean, I never had an issue with it. My concern was just, like, how far down, like, the +1 chain you're allowed to go. I don't know. How much would Post know about this thing that really doesn't matter, that we're making a bigger deal than it is?
You're rich, so
I don't know this at all, okay.
You're rich, so you know, like, hotels literally let you do literally whatever you want all of the time. You know what? Roll insight, but with disadvantage because you are rich. He's like, yeah, hotels let you do literally whatever you want, whenever you want, all the time. You can walk up to the hotel staff and be like, get me a sandwich, and it doesn't matter if that's their job, they'll do it.
9.
9? Out of 9? Yeah, hotels will do literally whatever you ask them.
Oh, wait, that's right. Sorry, I completely forgot. They're just owned by peasants.
Post.
Wow, dude.
Oh,
Really, Post?
Really, dude? The P word?
sorry. I'm still regaining.
This guy seems like the sort of dude who, like, feels like peasant is better than pissants.
I mean, it is.
We're working on it.
Coco looks at you disapprovingly as she, like, holds her, like, streaming camera up, and, like, you feel many downvotes.
Anyway,
You feel them permeate your body.
This feels like Bane was just cast on me. What's happening?
we're technically staying in the room that was Midge's, and then they gave it to Marlena and us. So, I mean, both of them are at a thing together, so I think it is probably okay, right?
I'll say, like, the room was given 2 hotel keys. Marlena has 1 key. You guys have the other key, so you can just kind of, like, come and go as you please.
Like, I think it'll be fine because they're all gone for the day. We have our own key.
Sounds like we're doing a sleepover.
That should be fine.
Hooray, sleepover. Yeah, sleepover. Coco does jazz hands.
I love Coco with all my heart.
Oh, this is going to be a great night, I can tell.
And I guess you guys, like, head back to the hotel. As you guys make your way back to the hotel, you kind of stop because you notice, like wait a minute, like, you know, Marlena and Midge mentioned, like, a girl's day or something like that, like, at the hotel spa. And as you're, like, kind of, like, making your way through, like, the lobby, you do notice kind of, like, an offshoot that's like, oh, that must be the hotel spa. And you hear the loudest banging noises you have ever heard in your life coming from the hotel spa.
Should we bother with that, or are we going to ignore it?
You do know that your friends are there, and I can have you roll additional insight on the smashing noises.
Yeah, I think so.
But before he rolls, we'll just say, regardless of what we decide to do, I think it's pretty safe to say that given the context we do understand currently, neither Snugs, PJ, nor myself should be the ones to figure out what's going on.
Well, Leah got a 7, so she's reverting back to her normal Leah doesn't give a shit either way mindset.
I got a 19.
15.
15. Leah, you hear the noise and you're just that sounds like the sound of not my fucking problem. And you start towards the other room while your compatriots stop. You kind of bump into Post and you realize I should probably engage with this. Post, you kind of you hear the banging sound here. It's that is not a usual sound to be coming from a hotel spa, and it's enough to hear. It's like your paragon. This is I should investigate that. Tara, how do I explain you fully understanding what this sound is? When you were younger on the farm, when you were when you were just I want to be an adventure. Gosh darn it. And they're all right, fine, but you can only use the stuff we have around the farm. You would get these big bags of grain, and you would just punch the shit out of them. And you weren't that good at it. You didn't have any training, but you worked on it a lot. And you're just that sounds kind of like someone hitting those bags of grain. And you about other actual training methods. You're just someone's beating the dog shit out of a heavy bag. Someone is destroying a heavy bag right now. So you're just that does warrant my attention. With a 19 insight, Midge and Marlene are there. Someone is destroying a heavy bag. You're just Midge is destroying a heavy bag.
I think Midge is destroying something. I think we should go check that out.
Again, perhaps the not males should check that out first, just in case. We don't want to put ourselves in any sort of inappropriate situation. Let us know if it's safe to enter morally.
PJ parks up and is where do I I'm not male, but I'm not female either. I'm a mushroom.
Yeah, you can come.
All right, cool.
All right.
Doo-doo.
Just don't be creepy. That's kind of the gist of it. Don't be creepy.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what I do is creepy or not. I kind of just find out after. I'm just kind of vibing as a mushroom guy.
We'll let you know if it's creepy, and it'll be a learning experience.
Do you understand conceptually what lust is?
Nope.
You're good.
Yep, you're fine.
Just kind of hang back and we'll let you know.
Yeah, so I guess PJ, Coco, Tara, and Leo will go.
But not the frog, because he's male.
Not the frog. The chat's very upset.
I guess by that logic, Tart stays behind too.
Yep, Tart also stays behind.
Oh boy, you guys. Are you excited to try this new TTRPG thing everyone's talking about?
Wow, I sure am, but I heard it needs dice, and I don't know if I have any. What about you guys?
No, I haven't had any dice either. How are we gonna game in a tabletop format without any dice?
Fuck yeah! I heard you kids need some dice!
Holy fucking shit, it's Derek Diceman!
Watch your mouth, kid, and that's right! I'm Derek Diceman! I got you all these amazing dice from my friends over at Adventure Dice!
Adventure Dice, the Canadian-based dice company?
Hey, I'm the one sponsoring them! Shut up!
Okay.
At adventuredice.ca, you can find all kinds of dice. Metal ones, wooden ones, some as big as your head. Okay, not that last one, but there's tons of stuff that you can get there. And if you use the special promo code AGENTS at checkout, you can get an extra 10% off all dice there, with the exception of the charity dice.
Wait, hold on. Can we get, other, accessories, dice towers and other cool stuff like a deck of many things?
You can! Kid, I told to be quiet.
Why won't you love me, father?
All right, now that you guys got your dice, let's roll for initiative!
Yeah!
Natural 20!
I got a 4.
So you guys make your way into the spa, and you kind of see that, Midge and Marlena are not in, the quote-unquote, gendered section. There's, identifies male, identifies female, and then there's, a kind
Mushroom.
of, well, no, there's, a third one that's just, hey, it's story vibing.
Stoy vibin.
A stoy vibin.
vibin.
The
The
third
three
one for a
genders,
stoy
male,
vibin.
female, and vibin.
Yep, the 3 genders, male, female, and vibin. There's like, hey, if you would like rather be with people that are like the other identify with you, these are the 2 ones. And then if you're just like, I do not care, then there's the 3rd one. But right now, like, they're not in those split off sections. They're in kind of like a more like public section. Marlena is like reclined out in like a bathrobe, just living her life. She's got like it's the full stereotype. She got her hair wrapped up in like the towel. She's got the green stuff on her face, even though she already green. She got cucumbers on her eyes, and she's just like laying back while Midge is, as Tara kind of described, absolutely destroying a heavy bag. She's just like punching the shit out of it. She knocks it down onto the floor. A little butler comes up to try to get a new one, and she looks at him and goes, "I'm not finished yet." And he goes, "Okay."
It's still breathing.
Oh, they're just having a good time then.
But you guys like discern that like everyone can kind of come in at this point.
You can probably
Both your
call
goods are
Todd.
coming.
All right. He still comes in with his hands over his eyes just in case.
It's fine. No one's
fine.
nude. You're fine.
Oh, all right, all right.
You know-
Marlena, like, as soon as she sees like the 3 of you in here while she's like in her robe, like her hackles are up, and she's like, "Get away from me!"
I thought you all said it was fine.
Yeah.
Last time I was near you guys and my bits were exposed, you brought me into the boss's office.
We're not going to take you anywhere, Marlena. We promise.
I didn't think that the first time, and yet here we are.
Listen.
Your bits aren't exposed. You're
I'll
safe.
bite you.
We just had.
Post walks back out again.
We just had the punching and wanted to make sure it wasn't anything that needed
Yeah,
assistance.
Just want to make sure like things are okay, like, and y'all weren't like fighting someone.
Oh, yeah, Midge is just mad because we got excused, and at the term excuse, Midge goes, "Rah!" and then, like, absolutely suplexes the bag.
What?
It's not supposed to be suplexed. It's broken even more.
Oh.
The butler comes up with the new bag, like, huh? And she goes, "I'm not done yet."
This is the most emotion I think we've ever heard out of Midge.
Right.
It's scary.
What does the excused part mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by excused?
Oh, I mean, like, apparently Johan got called away to, like, some important meeting, and so because he was a part of our team, air quotes, we got excused from, like, the festivities, but Midge sees it as being, like, excused from a competition, and she's very upset about that.
Gotcha.
Oh.
She's not having, like, a good time about it.
Hmm.
And, again, like, Midge has the heavy bag in like a chokehold, which is not what it's for, and she's biting the bag. She's biting it the bag has lost its integrity. It's like it's fucking pissing sand everywhere. It's not. The bag is not okay. It's clearly done. She clearly needs a new bag. The butler's on standby, and she's not letting him do it.
I mean, to get her arm around it for a chokehold does imply that either there is a lot of structural integrity destroyed with this thing, that or her arms are way longer than we had assumed.
Midge is an orc. She big girl.
That's why I didn't narrow it down to, like, one specific one. I'm leaving it open-ended because I don't know.
Do you know more details about the conference?
I don't. Midge probably does if you are comfortable getting in her range. I am hanging out over here.
Post
I
raises
tried
his
to
hand.
offer her a chocolate. She ate the whole thing in one bite and said thank you for the fuel for the fire, which I don't know what that means. And so I've just been hanging out here ever since.
Post raises his hand like, for whoever is feeling brave enough, I do have either heroism or shield of faith. It should probably be someone with a good established relationship with her, of which I'm definitely not.
So everyone looks at Tara.
Oh boy.
Heroism or shield of faith, take your pick.
You hear like also another voice from like slightly further out, like, I can also do a bardic inspiration if you want. And you notice that the team you met previously, Kool-Aid and the Jammers, is also at the spa.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey, what's up? We're here because and they point to they point to Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's just like, I did a mud.
Wonderful. Good for you.
Happy for you.
Proud of you, buddy.
Kool-Aid. Good job.
It's really hard to get out of his fur, so we just kind of.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's
I would
really
recommend
dried
finding someone
and
with
choked in there.
prestidigitation. Does wonders.
It We tried.
Oh.
like Tabitha, like Tabitha, the drow with like her cat Veer is like, I tried prestidigitation. It didn't. It's in there. It's in there deep.
Ooh.
I suppose to get rid of any dirt.
Yeah.
By the gods!
Yeah, it is.
What kind of a mud did you do?
Kool-Aid is like, I am a mud man now. Fear me. Fear the mud.
I actually am afraid.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Yeah, you are.
He's like shaking his whole body around like, fear the mud.
Host has to restrain himself not to cast heroism on himself in this moment.
Fear the mud.
Leah's picking bits of mud out of her own fur at this point.
By being in proximity.
Yeah.
He's like Pigpen.
Shook off a bunch of the mud, and she's just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna just not let that on me.
And Tara, I'd say Eymbr like leans over you and just goes like, yeah, we fought a big like mud monster. Just don't. It's. I feel like it's magical mud, but like we're just like, we're all so tired.
Yeah,
we could probably figure it out if we took longer to do it, but we're just like, we're gonna go to the spa.
Yeah, that's probably smart. We had our own bit of a day today, and
Yeah, you guys must be pretty like high up there. We haven't really like heard about you guys there, but like to get a room here is pretty like pretty prestigious.
we have a friend, our friend Midge over there, who's going to town on the bag. Her friend is higher up for us, so
I
kind
didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you guys feel bad. I didn't. And I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
We
It's fine.
don't.
Oh, good.
I mean, I don't have to lose.
I mean, yeah, you'll get like you guys will get here.
We are here.
Well, I mean, like I'm.
Sometimes it's the people
I am
you know.
tasting my own boot, and I'm gonna skateboard away. And she goes on her skateboard, and like unnaturally, it does like a backing up motion. Until like it seems like.
Post looks hopelessly confused about what morally went wrong there.
It's really fine. I don't know why they were all like weird about that, but
Sometimes it's about your connections, you know. Anyway, what spell to save your life?
maybe Shield of Faith. Just
Shield of Faith it is!
just to
And I
be-
use my
just to be
last
safe.
spell slot to give you a quick AC boost just in case.
How much is the AC boost?
2.
Man, that's good. You need that.
Concerning that was actually a potentially appropriate action.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be flavor.
Sure.
Well,
So
real
go talk to
glad I did
Midge.
that then.
Go talk to Midge.
I think Tara will like kind of slowly approach Midge a little bit. She won't touch her or anything. It's like, hey Midge, you doing okay?
You are
Persuasion
glowing in this
check.
moment.
I wasn't trying to persuade her.
You're trying to persuade her to let you into her radius.
Oh, man.
Oh god.
You have entered
like
her
like
range.
you walk up and like the bag is torn open and she's like tearing into it with like her fingernails and teeth and stomping it.
The persuasion is to prove that you're not an enemy or a target.
Come on, man. Come on. I don't want to die.
It's like the fucking anime moment where like one person's
Please
going
tell
like
me that was
absolutely
not what
like
it looked
ham
like.
in demon mode.
I think Tara is feeling.
What is it?
I feel like Tara is very intimidated by Midge
Wait.
and completely backs away.
Wait. You have inspiration still because of the potatoes, and I don't think any of us have used it yet.
You do have inspiration from the
Use it, use it, use it.
From
the taters.
Okay.
The meat
Can
and
re-roll
potatoes.
it.
Oh, the meat and potatoes, right.
Potatoes? What are you talking? Oh, right, meat and potatoes. That's it.
Okay, come on, better, man. Better.
You can literally only go up.
It's technically better.
What'd you get?
What you add to rolls now matters.
Oh, boy.
That's a 6.
I can't believe it's actually a good thing I gave
Does a
you
19
Shield.
hit your AC?
God damn it!
It does.
With the heroism?
Shield of Faith.
Shield of
but
Faith.
Shield of Faith, rather?
It would have
Yes.
saved me.
Damn. Alright, hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
You come up to Midge, you go kind of like, hey, Midge. And, like, Midge is, like, fully, like, not in it. She just kind of, like, notices something enter her radius. And, like, just fully elbows you in the chest for, like, 10 damage.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
And then she realized she has elbowed you, and she goes, oh, my apologies.
Like that knocked the wind out of Tara. It's like, it's okay, Mitch.
You are clearly not okay. You fully flipped over.
Yeah.
You did a full
You
backflip.
hit really, really hard.
You're very light. Are your bones hollow like a bird?
No, they're not. I just think you're just very strong, Midge.
Well, two things can be true.
I'm pretty sure my bones aren't hollow.
I think she broke her ribs.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Are you okay? You seem really mad.
I was excused from the competition, which is failure.
It's not failure, Midge.
It is failure without getting to try. The ultimate shame brought onto me by the idiotic bureaucracy of this institution.
Post has never related more to Midge.
Johan was sent away on an important call, and it is okay, and I support him, as it is his job, and the call was legitimately important. But I wanted to compete, and to dominate, and to win. I wanted to hear the lamentations of their women and children as I stood triumphant on a pile of their bones.
Is that what happens on these kinds of
What? That's Marlena. Marlena's like, what?
I thought that was Midge, and like I imagined her eyes had rolled back in her head while she was speaking, and then she snapped back to reality.
No, Midge is still in like the lamentations of the women and the bones. Marlena is like, what?
Wow, that's a lot.
Does that really happen?
Marlena is just like, I don't think so. And Midge is like, I am unsure. This is the first time they've managed to capture me. Well, technically second time. Well, this is the first time they managed to capture me. The first time I volunteered. And then I attempted to kill the CEO. They took exception to that. Do you think that's factored into us being excused?
I think it's factored into why there's a hologram.
That is true. That was vexing.
It's very unfortunate.
Cowardly tactics.
Truly.
Face me yourself. Just learn to dodge. He's terrible at dodging. I threw the axe and it just like it had a lot of hang time to it. I threw the axe, there was a big like whoop 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 in the air, almost slow motion. He just kind of watched it.
I hate that actually brought a real life thing that I've seen to mind. I truly hate that with a burning passion.
It's like the first lesson is learning how to dodge.
No, the first lesson is learning how to eviscerate, then you learn how to dodge.
Well, it's one of the first, but yes.
Anyway.
Wait, how did you learn?
Backwards, apparently.
Well, it was throwing and then dodging, but kind of at the same time.
Throwing is like last.
Hmm.
First eviscerate, then dodge, then how to crush bones.
I don't think I ever had
I feel like you're not following with what I'm saying.
No, maybe not. That's okay.
Eviscerate, dodge, crush bones, tear ligaments,
Uh-huh.
inspire fear in their families.
Oh.
You have to make sure it's cross-generational.
Leo's looking at Tara with like a ask her more questions about the call kind of look.
Why would she ask about that?
Because that's why we're doing this.
It is why you almost got murdered.
It's why you have broken ribs right now.
Yeah.
You look like you wish to ask me a question.
So
Is it about instilling fear in your enemy's children? This is more complicated than it sounds.
no,
Children
no.
fear little, for they understand little.
She pulls out a PowerPoint. And she has this on standby.
While she's explaining that, the butler has like quickly gone in to replace the heavy bag while she's not listening, and he has sprinted away.
Anyway, so like Johan took a call. Does that mean he's gone for the rest of the time that we're here, or will he be back?
Oh, yes, he will be gone for the remainder of the time that we are here. He was called away as she points to like a mark on her tongue that is similar to the mark on your tongue.
Oh,
And goes,
okay.
Our important client required information of him specifically, not just of him as a jobber's employee, but because of knowledge and connections that he had in his past life. Should I share this with you? Do I care about consequences? I do not.
Caring about consequences sounds like fear, and you inspire that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare accuse me of fear ever again.
Sorry.
An entire ship has disappeared.
Ooh.
And
What was on the
Johan's
ship?
past life has some connections with the people amongst the high seas. So they called him in as a consultant to help with location. But an entire ship carrying, I'm not quite sure what the mineral was, but a very valuable mineral, was lost. And not just the personnel or the shipment, but the whole ship is gone. Which is unusual, which is why I am only being mad at the bag right now. Which, you motherfucker! She notices that the new bag has been chased out, and the butler has run away! I wasn't done!
Does she go after the butler or just beat the bag?
The bag has legs now and a family to inspire fear in.
You know what, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Oh no.
Oh no!
A weighted coin, as it were, but you know.
She goes after the bag.
Okay, good.
The butler, save for another day. The butler, hidden in the air, ducks, breathes a sigh of relief as she goes after the new bag.
Definitely unusual for an entire actual physical ship to go missing.
Also, does that mean Johan was a pirate?
I guess through context clues, I guess so, yeah.
You could do really cool things with like floating swords.
Marlena has interjected herself into the conversation. She's like, I don't know a lot about Johan, but it would be so dope if he is secretly a pirate.
That would be the coolest thing.
That would be so fucking cool.
Post suddenly has a thought and gets so nervous, looks at Marlena and says, "We probably shouldn't spread rumors. Don't tell people this with any level of finality or period, please."
She looks at you about to tweet out on Facegram.
I grab her stone so fast.
No, my stone!
No. We don't
My
spread
talking rock!
We don't spread rumors.
Oh, my talking rock!
You can have it back if you swear not to spread any rumors.
I goblin swear that I will not spread any rumors.
Can I do a knowledge check for the legitimacy of goblin swears?
Sure.
What would that be?
I don't feel like it's
History.
a high roll. History?
That's a history check.
Cool, I'm good at those. 15.
That's not a thing.
I narrow my eyes and I'm like, swear an oath to me.
Fuck. All right, fine. I swear like an oath or whatever.
I hold out my hand and divine energy glows. It's mostly for show, because I obviously can't actually do that.
She licks your hand.
Close enough. And
What? That's how you do a deal.
No.
Yeah.
Is that how goblins do deals? Because that's not really...
Do you think Marlena...
Do you think that... Wait, hold on. Everyone shut up. How do you guys do deals?
Shake hands.
What, like this? And she does jazz hands?
No. Post wipes off his hand, uses hand sanitizer that of course he has on him, and goes over to whoever else is closest that is not either Midge or Marlena for vastly different reasons, and tries to shake their hand.
The closest to you is Leah.
I'm assuming Leah understands a handshake.
Yeah, she, yeah, like this.
Oh, the hand touch. I thought that was just for camaraderie.
Sometimes.
It has multiple uses, but one of the big ones is acknowledgement of some sort of a verbal contract. You have a very good handshake, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, with goblins, when you make a deal, you try to see if you can taste lies.
See, this is why I specifically asked if that's how goblins do it, because I've learned through you that
So
your culture differs from what I'm
I'm learning in this moment that my culture differs. I did not know that that's not just how you do it. You're supposed to taste for lies.
Now, here's a question. Did little Lena learn about the licking thing from you, or did she already do that? Because she also does that.
I would fully believe that was just an independent coincidence.
I could too, but I'm very curious.
I love Lilina with my entire heart. I
We
have
all
no
do.
idea how or why she does anything that she does.
Understood. Okay. Just wanted to check. I was curious. Okay, so all of us, well, not all of us, Post and most of Team Cozy's pretty fucked, so we were gonna go let them take a nap.
They, having witnessed this whole thing, are like, this is the most wild interaction I've ever seen.
Do you need us for anything?
Oh,
Immediately?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You guys probably should use a spa. You guys are real fucked up. What happened to you?
Watermelon.
You know this is my first time also.
Listen, it's just as explanatory as noodles, but
No, I told you I got turned into Sketty by a Sketty wizard.
we had to do a watermelon eating contest with living watermelon.
Oh, that's awful.
Yes, we basically
really
killed
was.
families and then decided it was more morally righteous for us to just fight each other.
Yeah, I'm normally more orange than I am pink.
You're very pink. I didn't want to say anything.
We
but-
are all also quite sticky. It is uncomfortable. Did you know
Well,
that
Post, you're the same amount of pink as usual.
Did you know that watermelon seeds are actually their feces?
What? What did you just say to me right
We're
now?
not talking
Things
about
I
it.
What the fuck did you say?
Stop it!
So we can use the sport.
We use the spa?
Yeah?
Yeah, use the spa.
I give Marlena her stone back and head towards the spa.
She gives her stone back and she looks at the post and then she decides not to post it.
I do not break eye contact until I see that happen.
She puts it back and gives you a thumbs up.
I thumbs up back.
Yay!
I feel like I've lived a lifetime of experiences in the last 24 hours.
Honestly, it's been so long since I've had a spa day. This is going to be amazing.
Oh, great, you can take the lead.
Oh, bold of you to assume he hasn't. If
I assume
Well,
you
you
guys
gotta
enter
do
the
it, do
neutral
it here.
spa so you guys can all spa together.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So you guys all enter the neutral spa. Team Cozy kind of like splits off from you guys, and like they also enjoy the spa, but like they kind of like give you guys like your privacy. Like this is more of like a, like it's very clear that spas are kind of like a bonding time to, sort of activity. So like they're gonna split off and do their own thing and kind of like re-talk through the encounter that you guys had, and kind of like leave you to your devices. But like the neutral spa's got like a big enough space for it.
they've gone to check off their stream,
Yeah, like they can't go like
metrics.
they also can't go in like the more private areas because they're like constantly streaming and they refuse to stop. And like reasonable people, instead of just streaming in very public areas like locker rooms or some shit, they just don't do that. Anyone listening?
Instead, they've just been streaming the floor.
Truly. But like so they get themselves around and like you guys get yourself situated. And I will say, I want to leave this up to you guys. Like I'm gonna let it mechanically do the same thing, but I'm gonna leave this up to like a general like vibe check vote from you guys here. What would be the thing that you think your party would be the most like excited to do at a spa? Like, what would you want to do at a spa to relax?
I wish I knew more about spas so I could accurately.
Think about any spa stuff. Think about the Phineas and Ferb Spa Day episode.
I have not watched Phineas
never
and
watched
Ferb, much
Phineas and
to
Ferb.
my own.
What the fuck, man?
I don't say that
It's
proudly.
so good.
I don't say it proudly. I say it as a matter of fact and a point of shame.
There's an
I just say it neutrally.
I'm having to look up what you can do at a spa because I actually don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm going off of like very like vague knowledge, and I feel like Post would not have vague knowledge. I feel like
you could
Post
go to a sauna. You could get a
You do a
massage.
sauna, an onsen. You could do like a mud bath. You could do a massage. You could do that hot stone stuff. You could be
I feel
doing
like-
shiatsu. You could be doing fucking hot yoga. There's like just a bunch of relaxing shit you could do at a spa.
Oh,
I
there's
feel-
pools. I think Leo's looking for a pool.
Yeah, I feel like
Well-
after us reuniting with Kool-Aid and the Jammers, Mud is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mud is out.
Just by proxy of that brief interaction, like, no.
So yeah, no mud baths. Leah saying pool. What is everyone else saying?
Yeah, I am kind of covered in a lot of watermelon juice. Any amount of water that could help get this out of my foe would be great.
Yeah, I could use a dip myself.
Perhaps one of like the warmer ones, just to help out with that a little bit.
What,
Like a big hot tub or something?
Yes.
They'd have a big hot tub.
Was that Drew that said that, or is there another character with us we don't know?
No, that's Drew that said that. I was like, they would have a big. I said they would have a big hot tub.
It sounded almost like a character voice for a split second. So I was like, is someone
I
with
said
us?
they have a big hot tub.
Just a random butler that shows up. We have a big hot tub.
Excuse me, sir. We do have a big hot tub. My name is Chives.
Are you the one who set up the new bag from Midge?
I was, yes.
That was
I am.
brave of you. That was very brave.
So
I
brave.
take my work very seriously.
You
The
could have
bag must be
died.
I will die for my work.
Post has never respected a man
Isn't
more
Chaz
than he has.
Medusa's butler?
I used to work for a Lady Medusa. I know I developed a bit of a following as Lady Medusa's butler, but after a certain amount of time, it seemed that she was ready to move on, and so too was I, and so now I work here. But I maintain the same level of dignity in my work. My name is not Chives just because the narrator thought of Chives twice in a row for a butler
So
name.
anyway,
I think it's solid names.
Anyway, there's like a hot tub spring here.
Yes, please accompany me to the... well, would you prefer the hot spring or the hot tub? They are two different locations. There's also the cold tub, much less popular.
Also
It is
known
full
as
of
the,
ice.
Also known as the ice bath.
yeah, no, I've had to do one of those before. No, thank you.
They're quite invigorating.
Not the word I would use.
It is a word to describe it, I suppose. Let's go hot spring.
Yeah, that seems better.
All right, please accompany me to the hot spring. And he takes you all to the hot spring. There's like a little changing room. You guys change into like literally like they provide you guys with like bathing suits. And you guys just sit down into a hot spring, and just as soon as your body touches the water, it's just like the warmth like permeates your bodies, and it feels so goddamn good. And I will say that once this interaction is done, you'll have to sit here for a little while. But once this interaction is done, you will have the resting and reinvigorating effects of a long rest.
Hell
God.
yeah.
Yay.
But you guys have a little private moment to have a little heart-to-heart to chat with one another.
How does water manage to feel like you're stretching really well?
That's what we call a good hot spring.
Mm-hmm.
So weird.
It's amazing.
It really is.
It's not terrible.
I feel like Leah's muscles are tensing and the water's relaxing, and you're trying to re-tense them.
Basically, yeah, she's uncomfortable, but she's really trying.
Just let go, Leah. It's all right.
I promise I'm trying.
It's the first time her body has ever experienced a lack of tension.
Right. Like, she's familiar with baths, but this
Normally ice baths.
is... Yeah. Trust me, I am trying. This is different. Ooh. I do think in the quiet moment, Leah does probably still have her phone, and she pulls it up to see what the message is that she had from her father.
It's a message from your father saying, hey there, Leah. Is there someone living at the house? It feels like there is. Also, is there like a small animal? I dipped in for a little bit. I'll try to be back tonight. No guarantee. Be good.
Is that a voice memo, or is it a message?
You can tell it's voice to text,
Ah.
and he's bad at it. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of like that the voice to text puts in there.
Does this look like other voice-to-text messages she's gotten from him in the past?
Roll Insight DC 5 because this is your fucking dad, and this is the only way he communicates with you.
Also, does Leah technically live with her dad?
Yeah.
Yes,
He's just never home.
Huh.
I know, right?
16, so yeah.
Yeah, that's your dad.
Okay. She doesn't usually respond. Usually it's just like a react emoji, but this time she messages back and says...
Normally it just shows up as red.
That's too fucking real. Like, the like not usually like fully reacting, but putting an emoji, because like to the older person it sends a lot of emotion, but to you you're just like, I'm dead inside. Here, take this.
Yeah, here's a
take
thumbs
this
up.
pig in a tutu.
Here, acknowledgement.
Yeah, it's a thumbs up. I saw it. But this time she actually does text out, got it. I saw Nikolai and his daughter and wife. And then she hits send.
You get something you haven't gotten in a while. You get a pretty immediate text back. Oh, yeah. You haven't really been to see the little kiddo there, haven't you?
Nope. First time meeting her.
Yeah, she's, reminds me a lot of you when you were younger.
And then she just, like, hits, like, slams it down.
Emotional damage!
That reminds me of how you used to be before your mother died. Remember that when she was alive and a part of your life? Ah, good times.
But yeah, she just, like, slams the phone down and, like, not dealing with that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, you okay, Leah?
Okay, so I don't normally talk with my father, but I just messaged him to make sure he was alive, because he works a lot. He just told me that Tallulah is a lot like I was when I was a child, which I don't really want to get into right now, so...
I don't see it.
Me neither, but...
It's hard to imagine you being that, energetic.
Have you always been quite so murder happy? No, that's not my question.
I will say, like, Tara, in your head you hear, like, the voice going, I don't know, bestie, I kind of see it.
You don't know her.
Shut up! You don't know her!
You don't
She's like,
know
that's
her.
right, I don't.
Sorry, I'll fuck off.
She's like, I don't worry about it.
I
Do you
don't
enjoying
worry
the
about it.
water?
It's-
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes.
Because you're in the water.
You feel
And
the
I
water
do
rub
the
your
water.
back.
You feel the water do a little, like, pinch on your shoulder like a wine aunt. Enjoying the water, because I do all the water.
Yeah.
All the water is my stuff.
Like-
It's mine.
All of it?
All of it.
Every...
I mean, probably all.
We're currently on her pinky nail.
Yeah.
And like her voice fades away, like as she realizes she's giving information about herself.
You almost had her. You almost got the full reveal, but no.
Almost.
Slipped away at the last second.
Yeah.
Oh, the water's mine. All of it? Oh.
Yep.
Like a whisper in the wind.
It's like even in toilets.
Oh no! Oh
Is the poo-poo water you too?
She's just like, I don't want to talk about that.
no! Leah crosses her arms and she kind of like hums for a second as she's thinking if she does want to answer that after Post is like, it's not my question. No, I haven't always been.
Huh. Post is now trying to imagine what would have to happen to someone to turn them from a Tallulah into a you.
Are you going to mention anything about your whole banishment thing?
Oh yeah, like in your cursed hammer post.
Oh, right, yes, that.
Ooh, yes, Post. Tell them about me.
You're not even in the room!
I'm nearby.
Damn it!
It's like
I say all this out loud.
You put the hammer away in a locker, and like as you got into the onsen, you look over, and it's just like at the edge of the pool.
You
Like it follows, like type
Yeah.
shit. It's just right out there.
You're supposed to watch my things!
I'm watching this thing.
That's
You-
creepy!
I don't care.
Is this
Does
in
it
his
make
head
you
or is-
uncomfortable?
Deeply, and I don't think in the way you
Good!
intended.
Post,
I'm
who are
a
you talking
punishment,
to?
bitch.
Who are you yelling
Yeah,
at?
who
My
are you?
hammer! I point to my hammer.
What do you
The
mean?
hammer
you
is
have a
silent,
hammer?
just laying there at the side of the pool.
You know I didn't leave it there.
Yeah, I know it's a different color now, but what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? Why are you yelling at your hammer?
Because it... Like the watermelons, it's sentient.
Ew.
When did that happen?
After our last mission. Apparently, there were some people who were supposed to receive employment at that particular mailman branch, and my actions prevented that from happening.
Several hundred, Post. Say several hundred. Say that part so it's extra bad for you.
It was an undeterminable number.
Several hundred, Post.
Honestly, we can never
Come on,
know.
say it like a big boy.
It's really anyone's guess. It could have been a couple, could have been a lot.
But
It
we
really is-
know. You
No
know
one
the
really
number.
Post has been sweating more and more as he does this.
Wait a minute, you're bad at lying.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
Post, you need to get out of the water. You're sweating pretty
Yeah,
badly.
yeah.
Nope, fine.
Is it too hot for you?
Absolutely not.
You didn't really do anything that terrible. I mean, you did run into the hospital with the horse, but you made up for it, so,
That's what I thought, but my grandfather disagreed, and so he gave me one of the only gifts I've ever received from him. The Hammer of Exile. I literally cannot be near my family, or I am in pain.
Oh.
And it also talks to me and says mean things about me.
Oh.
Your head's flat.
You see, post tenses up to Leo levels.
This is my favorite invention.
There are two things that get under post skin more than anything, and this hammer knows them both.
What did he say?
I'd rather not divulge the specifics of it.
You don't want to tell her about how flat your head is? She can
What in the
see it.
absolute fuck does that have to do with anything? You're not involved in this conversation!
I'm involving myself in any conversation I so please, Posty Post.
You're a problem!
Also, I think
I know. It's my job. Isn't that wonderful?
No!
I find
I've
it
been saying
wonderful.
all this out loud.
Oh my god, he's just been doing that the entire time.
So that's what he's
Is that why you? That's why you've had that face, that expression on your face this entire time.
Yes!
Oh.
Because it has been constantly mocking me.
Oh.
I decided to call this Heckle. I feel like it
Okay.
gives me some degree of control over the situation. Not much, but something.
Ooh, heckle.
I already told you this, shut up!
That's right. Well, I do still quite like it. Heckle.
But yeah, that's where I'm at, he says as he sort of messes with the soldier's trinket that he also got that day. It's also when I realized I'm eventually to be an elder brother.
Oh.
Oh,
That's exciting.
Oh. Okay. Well, okay, I would usually say congratulations. However, given this other
Yeah, no,
circumstances,
it was great at first. That was the first bit of news I got, and then the other thing happened, which was not as fun.
Oh.
He wanted me to throw Billy under the bus, have him take the fall for it, and I refused. So now I need to figure out a way to earn my way back into the family name so that I can be there for my younger sibling when they are born.
The hammer pulses and it goes, Post, I've thought of something amazing.
Post does his best to ignore it.
No, Post, it's very important for you. You'll want to hear this.
I really don't.
So you now have a sibling on the way. And what if your grandfather in his infinite wisdom decides to hold on his head for, let's say, 18 years and ousts you completely? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Post, that could happen to you. Oh my stars, that's amazing.
Post does not respond to that.
None of the rest of you hear that.
Well,
Right.
no.
But you can do insight to see
Yeah.
in real time Pulse heartbreaking.
Yeah, no, there is a very real look. He's not saying anything, doesn't mean he's not showing anything.
And you know what? Since Post is both the character and also former DM, Post, you set the DC.
I have one in mind.
It's a 12.
13.
That beats 5.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Because to hide that would constitute lying in some way.
Yeah.
And he bad at that, so of course low DC.
I think Leah makes eyes, she locks eyes with Tara at first, and then she looks over at Post, and she's waiting to see what Tara will say first.
I think Tara, knowing how it feels to try and ignore a voice in your head, doesn't press too much. She can see that, it's probably talking to him right now, but will not really acknowledge that, but just,
I would say with that difference, though, it would definitely occur to you that you could tell it's been talking to me, but this is the one time I'm not responding back to it, and it doesn't seem like I've, regained enough composure to think, I should probably keep this in my head.
but yeah, well, I'm really sorry you're going through that, Post, and
It's fine.
I hope we'll be able to help you out with that.
Might be something I need to
figure out for myself, but any support along the way is definitely appreciated.
Of course, you're a friend. And for what it's worth, I think it was very noble of you to stand up for Billy like that.
Would have gone against everything that I know if I hadn't. Would have been a million times worse than whatever punishment I did receive. The guilt would have consumed me. Leah, I do actually want to cash in that question now.
Okay.
Mostly because I feel like now more than ever, I need to know that the people closest to me are those I can trust. And I would be blunt. You are very hard to read.
Yeah, that's intentional.
I realize. But to the point where there are people that I have gotten along with, people that I haven't, but I could always sort of tell where they were at. And so I've used my normal approach to try to get closer with you and Tara. Tara, I feel like I've made some degree of success with, but you operate very differently than anyone else I've ever met. So I want to try to get closer through a more unorthodox method. Normally I'd want to know how to gain your trust, but I don't think that will help me. How do I lose your trust?
Leah does look shocked by the question, which is, she is hard to read, so it's not often that she looks surprised or shocked or, she'll drop bits and pieces here and there. Because it's kind of like, for all that Leah is, she is a conglomeration of the people she has grown up around. And all of them are so vastly different, except they all hold the same thing of not trusting any single fucking person that they've been around. And so they're all extraordinarily hard to read, which is the only thing that she's ever picked up on and taken for herself. So every other piece of her, aside from the little small pieces from her childhood, are made up of all the people in the organization that she's a part of. And so in that moment, when she's asked how do you lose her trust, she kind of falters. I don't think I've had anyone ever wonder that kind of thing before.
I didn't assume you had. Like I said, I'm trying a different approach.
Interesting. There is a pregnant pause as she is legitimately stumped, and she's trying to figure out the exact way she wants to phrase the answer that she has. Proving that you don't stand for the things that you stand for with your actions. I've known a lot of different people in my life so far, and no matter what, there's always something that no matter how they are, it is part of who their core being is and what they believe in. So, if someone shows me that core thing is not what they actually stand for, then they are truly not trustworthy.
May I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
What is my core quality?
We don't know each other that well yet, so I don't know that I know for sure, but so far, from what I have gotten to observe, your family kind of means everything to you. And just doing anything for them is one thing I'd probably ping you for the most.
Post looks over at his hammer, back to Leah, and then says, "And so it shall be. Thank you."
I don't know what you're thanking me for, but okay.
The insight into both yourself and to me.
You're welcome. Although I don't know that it's very insightful.
It's enough.
So Tara, do you have any fun things you would like to divulge?
Yeah,
Any
like,
deep dark secrets or mysteries you would like to unveil? It seems like we're really getting a lot out here.
yeah. Ooh, Todd's gotten a lot bigger lately.
Yeah, what's up with
How
that?
much bigger is he supposed to get, by the way? He's living inside of my house, and he's kind of stopping being able to fit in doorways now that I'm thinking about it. It is kind of difficult.
Yeah, it looks like you could ride him now.
Oh yeah, I can ride him on the ground, but he's still too small for me to ride in the air currently. He'll probably get about twice this size bigger.
Oh, really?
I really hope you all have a big backyard.
The garden's pretty big. It's pretty expansive. Ooh.
And then-
He can stay outside for now.
And
From
then you
now
hear
on,
a
it's fine.
voice in your head. You're like, Bestie, you don't know you can adjust his size?
What?
I mean, his actual size will be his true size, but like you can always kind of squish him down.
How do you know that?
And then she gets far away again.
But
I know Post wouldn't recognize the look, but because Leah's now aware of the look that Post has, which she
I
clocked.
actually think Post would recognize the look as you now have
More,
another
yeah.
like inside your head. Like, I think you're underestimating Post's ability to empathize with others. I think you would be able to be like, I know that look. Someone's talking to you in your brain.
No, I more meant it from the stance of like he hasn't like physically seen himself make the look, but yeah, I guess it is easier to see things in others than it is in yourself.
But in that point, Leah does look for patterns in people. That would be something that she would look for.
I'll say Leah can insight flat, and I like, I'm still gonna say it like Post insight with like advantage.
That's
Okay.
totally fair.
Leah does not have anyone talking in her head besides Leah, which
It's
is
not
her own
fair
worst
that
enemy.
it's not fair that only two of us have big character reveals. Let's make this a trifecta.
Right.
Oh hell yeah,
Oh,
baby! Oh,
gosh.
you're gonna spill the beans. That's a 21.
Yeah, that was a dirty 20 for Leah.
Oh god.
Oh, we see it.
You guys definitely know that she's talking to like someone in her brain. I don't know if she has told that she has been talking to someone in her
No.
brain.
Nope.
Oh yeah, then like you also like
You think we haven't
both
been waiting
clock
for this?
like, oh, there's another person talking to her in her brain and she has not said it. You both clock that.
In this moment, Leah also sits back and waits to see what Post will do. She kind of sets her arms up on the side of the spring and looks between both of them to see what will happen here.
Tara,
Yeah.
do you have a voice in your head?
What?
You made us look similar to when I'm talking with Heckle.
What do you wait? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Deflect.
Why did you say deflect?
No, don't say deflect. Damn it, Bessie.
I just kind of space out sometimes, you know?
You know, now that I think about it, you have been doing that ever since you got your magic abilities.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Well, you know, it's a big change. I've been an archer and fighter all my life, so magic's just a new thing for me. So
Tara?
it's overwhelming.
You're talking to the water. You're talking to the water.
Tara,
You're talking to the water.
We're over here. Tara, we're over here. Look at us.
Like, I think Tara realizes she can't really keep up this lie for very much longer. It's like, fine. Back in the Feywild, when I first got my water powers, when I was asleep, I had a dream. And this fish-like figure came to me asking if and why I wanted to be a hero.
The jellyfish mark on your finger feels hot.
You okay?
She lifts up her hand, which I imagine was like in the water, and it was. She like kind of just like puts it to Post and Leah.
Oh.
You promised.
I can't lie to them anymore. I promised I'd be a hero, not that I'd keep this secret forever.
I need to get better at promises.
Fuck loopholes.
This is why everyone says that having like a fucking champion is hard.
I will keep my promise to you, but I can't keep this from my friends anymore. Sometimes we have to take a leap of faith even if we're not ready.
Ooh.
I like you.
You don't even like like me. You're just playing along.
I'm not playing along. I am grateful for the power that you've given me.
Do you mean it?
I do. And if I like you, then I'm sure my friends will as well.
You feel the water around you kind of like form into like a hug.
Aww.
Does the water look like it's squeezing her?
That's part of it.
What?
What?
My new friend who came to me in that dream, she's the one who gave me the water powers. And from what I can tell and what she has told me, what little she has, she can control it as well.
So you're technically a warlock?
Something like that.
We're figuring out the labels.
We're figuring out the labels.
All right, they can't hear me.
Yeah.
Wait, can I make them hear me? I'll figure that out later.
So, what little do you know of her, but you've called her a friend, and you've done that before. Is that... How do you want to ask this question?
Do you trust this person?
I do.
Alright then.
I apparently met her when I was little.
You feel like the water formed like a hand kind of holding your hand, and the hand feels very small.
Aww.
And like it feels very small for like a second, and it feels like it remembers something and then becomes like a regular sized hand.
So... and this is a question for both of you then. And I guess it kind of relates to Tara a bit more, since the whole mysterious voice in her head thing. Are you both sure that friendships with someone you don't know a lot about and aren't 100% about them are ones that you want?
Well, relationships in general and people are complicated, Leah, and sometimes you won't know 100% about everyone in your life. Especially people you're just starting to get to know, but you have to give them some trust.
Besides, I know a lot about you. Well, no, that sounded
Well,
creepy.
I think she's
I
more
realized
referring
it as soon
to-
as I said it.
Yeah,
I realized as soon
I think
as I
she's
said it.
referring to you, honestly, but I'm trying to vouch for you here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think for me personally, it boils down to how the people you choose to associate with make you feel. If they make you feel as though you are better with them, then how well you two know each other is secondary. For example, I cannot say that I know very much about you. And yet, despite it all, I mean, really, despite it all, I do still feel as though I can trust you,
Why?
because your actions have proven that I can.
You're nicer than you give yourself credit for, Leah. I mean, you invited me into your home like the first day we met. It's not something a lot of people do.
You've also saved us on multiple occasions.
Mhm.
We'd probably both be dead if you weren't with us. You didn't have to do that either. You chose to.
Leah kind of like splashes the water a little bit to the side as she's like lifting herself out of the water. I've been hearing that phrase a lot lately. I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
You may not want to believe it, Leah, but as you put it, your actions spoke for you.
That's honestly what I believe your character's core quality to be. Your kindness. That and your sheer murderous tenacity, but that's more skill-based than, like, your person.
See, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me before. Thank you.
The kindness part or the murderous intensity part?
The second one. The kindness one is going to be a liability one day.
Kindness is not a liability. It's a strength.
It means you care, which means you'll fight harder for the people you care about.
And as Tara says, the people who care about, in like some sort of weird narrative serendipity,
As dictated by.
Post, you get a little buzz on your speaking stone, like that's like it's not close by. It's like you guys are like, again, you guys are the universe's equivalent of Gen Z. I can't imagine you actually fully leave your phones in the locker. I imagine you leave them nearby, like underneath the towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also not like so
Leah
close that
fully
they're in
brought
the water.
hers.
Yeah, Leah fully has hers, but she probably never doesn't have hers.
Yeah, it's probably like on the edge of the pool, like far enough that we think it won't get wet.
Yeah, that's pretty much like what you guys do. So like you hear a little buzz in your towel.
I go check on my stone.
You have a message from Aras. And it says, go to the far end of the pool.
Post blushes, looks over to the far end of the pool.
You see steam.
Well, this has been really nice. I've enjoyed talking with you all. I feel like we've really grown together. I need a moment, excuse me. And I rush over there so fast.
What's happening?
That was kind of weird.
That was really weird.
We'll talk later.
What? Oh, okay, bye. You're just going to the other end of the pool.
And then in your head, Tara, you hear like, I think he got a text from his boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I'll try to help you with like context things if I can pick up on them. But
Oh.
I don't think I'm that much better at that than you are.
You know, and 2 minds are better than 1.
Yeah,
not
they are.
Yeah.
Did you mean that? That you trust me?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll trust me enough to tell me more about you.
That's harder than you think. But I'll try.
That's all I can ask.
Then we move to post. You see Aras, and he kind of like smiles and like waves at you. He was like, "Oh, hey, hello, post.
What
It's
are
good
you
to see you
doing
in
here?
person." Well, that was kind of the surprise and like the big change I had going on. I think I'm still technically head of the Emerald Raiders, but I'm on an official sabbatical. So I'm out of the forest for the first time, and I'm here because I'm looking for work and such. I'm currently trying to form a team to start up with jobbers, so maybe we could work together every so often.
That would be amazing. That's so good for you. Do you have a place to stay?
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm fully taken care of. That's how I got into the spa. And he holds up like a piece of paper, and it's a note written in Bookworm's handwriting that says, "This is Aras. Please be nice to him."
Aww.
That's all it says, and it has gotten him into this exclusive spa.
My goodness, this handwriting is immaculate.
Oh yeah, Bookworm wrote it for me.
Penmanship is exceptional.
Yeah, she kind of studied every handwriting known to man to develop hers.
That makes a lot of sense. Post thinks back to the one time he has quote-unquote met her.
Anyway, like you see Aras, and he's like, you guys like get to talking and chatting. He was like, so I do need to tell you something, and this is really important for me, but I also wanted to talk to you because I realize like you talk about this person a lot and you don't like them. But I'm an Emerald Raider, and a lot of my skills are based on working with other Emerald Raiders, and
I don't like where this is going.
There's not a bunch of us out here, but there
There's
is
one.
someone that I came across that does have Emerald Raider training. They did wash out of the program.
Yeah, no,
And it
I know.
is...
Just say it.
I don't want to. You seem so unhappy about it.
She makes my life miserable.
It's Felicia.
I know.
Are you comfortable with that?
Is she on your team?
I haven't made a team yet, but
Are you
she
planning on
offered. And I gotta say, I stand a lot better chance if I have at least one other Emerald Raider or someone with those skills on my team, because my stuff doesn't really work without the forest or without other raiders. I need at least one other person to really like be kicking it. Without that, I'm just like I'm just like a regular archer. I mean, like, look at this. And he picks up his bow, which he also brought with him, and does like a shot into the air, and it curves unnaturally and does a loop-de-loop and then comes down to the ground. He's like, you see, that's all I can do without the help of another Emerald Raider.
Oh no!
Post only half notices that as he's kind of stuck staring at him as he pulls it back and his top muscles are just glistening in the water.
Oh yeah, he's so fucking cut, dude.
Oh, of course he is.
And then like when he pulls it back, like his lats fucking pop.
Oh, Post takes note of this. Right. I can see what, yes. What were we talking about?
Are you comfortable with me reaching out to Felicia?
Oh, right. Look, I do not believe myself to be in any sort of a position to tell you how to live your life.
I'm not asking you to tell me how to live my life. I'm telling you that you're a part of it, and I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
What I mean to say is, I trust that you know what is best for you, and I do not want my one-sided beef with her, or rather her one-sided beef with me, to inconvenience you.
He like claps his hand together and he's like, and maybe I can like convince her to ease up on you.
That would be fantastic, honestly. And I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but pretty sure the reason that she hates me is because I got this job and she didn't. So if she can still get the job, I think that would do wonders in and of itself.
She is pretty salty.
Which, I mean, look, I understand, but at the same time, like, I wasn't going to just just lie down and just let her have the job I also needed.
I'm honestly surprised that she like approached me, because like usually people that wash out of the program are a little like hesitant to interact with Emerald Raiders, just out of kind of like I feel like I'm sounding really arrogant, but like out of kind of a jealousy standpoint.
No, I get it.
And then me as the head of Emerald Raiders, like it's like one of those things where like I understand I can make people uncomfortable, so I'm extra mindful of it. It's just one of those things where like I thought I needed to kind of like give her a wide berth, and she like beelined it to me to like ask about like being a member of the team. So I guess like
she is very brash. I will give her that. Like she, despite.
Yeah, she like rolled right up, and then she did like a bunch of trick shots, and I was like, that's pretty sick. And then she was like, yeah, so call me tomorrow to be on your team later, bro. And then she like left.
That sounds about right.
And she mentioned like this dude Barnaby and how she was gonna fuck him through a wall, which I didn't feel like was necessary for me to know.
It's not necessary for me to know either, but trust me, she's not quiet about it either. I think she's loud on purpose.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No, not in the slightest.
Like, she said it apropos of nothing. Like, we weren't talking about that. It didn't come up organically. It was like, look at these cool trip shots. I'll see you tomorrow as a new teammate. I gotta go fuck my boyfriend Barnaby through a wall.
Yeah.
Which I did, like, I don't know what to do with that.
That sounds about right, honestly. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. Despite my interactions with her, she has been a rather kind person to literally everyone else that I have seen her interact with. She makes Barnaby happy, and I trust him with my life. So, I will trust the judgment of others as opposed to my own perceptions on someone who hates my guts for doing good at a job interview.
Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, again, maybe like we can work together and squash the beef, but I'm holding you up. I want us to spend time together, but like I know.
Oh, you're not holding me up at all. Trust me. I'm more than happy to be here talking
yeah, but
with
this
you.
is like, you know how a hot spring is. You're supposed to be spending time with your team.
We talked.
Well, that's good, but I've also got to kind of jump. That's two people. I need a third teammate. I do have to jump on that.
Right.
Yes.
I may know a way around that.
What would that be?
How much do you know of fungal moose?
And I believe that if it will end our tale today.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening, and make sure to stick around until the end for some unique bloopers. A very big thank you to all our incredible patrons. Your support directly helps us create more fun content for your listening pleasure. If you'd like to become a patron to support the show, check us out on patreon.com/agentsofdamned to gain access to things like our patron Discord channel, our peek behind the screen episodes where we decompress after each session, our special bonus episodes where we might reveal more plot about our NPCs or just play other fun TTRPGs, and our patron shoutouts each episode. Speaking of, thank you to Eymbr for being a veteran operative. If you'd like to hang out with the cast, join our Discord linked in our social medias, or follow us across the internet, Drew can be found at Liger000, I can be found at Greekachu, Jordan/Hoshi at Pokachap, and Chelsea at Little Black Feather. The show handle is at Agents of Damned, at Agents of D, or at AOD, depending on the site. But honestly, with the state of social media, if you'd like to interact with us, the best way is through our Discord. Anyway, until next time, bye!
Honestly, understandable.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of bloopers this episode.
Oh god.
Yeah, probably.
The actual content is 5 minutes long.
Right. Like, we're an hour in at this point.
How?
Right, exactly.
Side tangents.
I thought for sure she was going to say, inspire fear again.
I mean, she basically did.
Yeah, but it was worse. She expanded it outside of the range of engagement.
I'm just imagining like an orcish like classroom. Like, now we've covered inspiring fear, but we talked about the individual person. But what about their families?
We talked about micro fear, but what about macro fear?
They talk about like economics, like microeconomics and macroeconomics.
That is orcish economics. Fear.
Fear.
All right, I need
Oops, the fuck.
Tara talking about frogs with leaves on their head.
We were listening to the back of the episode, and you going, "It's got a leaf on its head." Killed us for a good 20 minutes.
I'm about to say that's oddly specific for checking levels.
Oh my god, look at it! It's got like a little maple on its head.
And then Tara talking about how cute Tart is.
Oh, my sweet little baby!
And then Chelsea.
Hello.
Perfect. That's perfect.
I'm here.
Wonderful.
Sup?
Wait, hold on. I just realized something.
What?
If Tara was canonically watching that, does that mean she was actively making Snug stronger?
Yes.
At some point.
Yes.
Mhm.
That
Okay,
actively happened.
cool.
That
I, the
counts.
player, will remember that. Post has no idea. Continue,
That
please.
counts. that actively counts towards it. I'll figure that out later.
Water plunges into our ears.
Oh man, I hope not.
Just drags you under the water. Can you hear me now?
She becomes a pirate.
I'm just imagining a SpongeBob pirate.
Yara, can you hear me now?
Are you ready, kids?
Just imagine you're like, fucking, like you're trying to like get reception. Like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Which is you drag under the water.
Can you hear me now, laddie? You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
Oh my god.
Oh my fuck! This is the best session we've ever done.
Oh my god.
This is so fucking good.
Anyway.
Oh my god.